Hey guys, so this is where we are actually gonna start coding. So first I'm gonna start with Python and I'm gonna finish everything, like each and every topic, and I'll cover some errors. You know there might you sometimes you get some errors, for example indentation error, syntax error. I'm gonna show how you're gonna solve those errors. So what I'm gonna do is first I'll open Anaconda because I wanted to do in VS Code, but people might get uncomfortable because so many days we used to do it in Anaconda, and now if you suddenly shift the VS, I mean, it's gonna be hard, right? But to be honest, I'll tell VS Code is the best. Anaconda is not even 10% in front of that. You get everything. You get direct intelligence, all those things. You just for example, I'll show you until that thing opens, right? I'll show you how it done. I'll just create new file. Come on, Python file. I'll just create like this and just rename it. No, can I? Okay, wait. I'll just save it to downloads and save it as .py. And here I'll just show you how things work. Okay, in VS Code, you just, for example, I want to print something. Okay, just look. I don't even have to write print. I just have to write PR and enter. You get every code. I mean, how to tell it. It's like all there. Yeah, and you just have to write hello world or something like that. It's not hard. You for the most problems people face is while the most problems people face while running code, I mean while learning code, is they forget things. Okay, they're gonna forget things. That time VS Code helps you a lot. It gives you how to tell you. It gives you a support. For example, I wanna create an if else statement. I just have to create if, and I know what all these things are, and if I get any indentation error, everything I'll get. For example, if I have take some complicated thing, for example while or something, I just have to click while. Everything is there here. Do while or something, everything is there. That's what I want to tell. If not for this exam, I would have taught you in VS Code because that's the best. Now I'll just go to Jupyter and launch it. I mean, Spider is also good. If you compare, Jupyter is a bit too advanced. If you're like, it's not required. I mean, we are still beginners and it's not required for that. So what I'm gonna do is, look, the basic thing is whenever you go there in college, you're gonna do it. You open Anaconda. You're just gonna open Anaconda from Windows. Go open Anaconda. You'll get a Jupyter notebook. Click on Jupyter notebook. Here, always click on folder. Okay, click on folder. I don't know if there's some problem with mine actually. It doesn't let me rename it. Like it doesn't let me rename it at all. Like it just creates off. And if I just try to rename it, it's very hard. So what I do is, so instead of all these things, I'll just go into documents. Okay, this from the Jupyter one. So or else I'll just go to untitled folder. The untitled folder, and here I'm gonna create a new file. I'll tell you why. Okay, look, it'll still work. I'll tell you why it is like that. How the hell should you rename this thing? Nope. And duplicate, shutdown, view, edit. Can I do this? No, you can't do it. So running, yeah, I don't know how you do that, but you guys sort it out. Okay, you guys want to rename it. I'm gonna just keep it untitled. So that, why I'm telling you is because there are some things we are gonna do. Well, for example, we are gonna import external CSV files or those things. That time, instead of copying the whole path and getting so many thousands of errors, if for example, I don't think so, sir is gonna give that because it's too complicated, and you have to download it from the server from the common server, and it's too complicated. But not taking any chances, I'll tell you. You just have to create a new folder. How? You just click on new, create folder. Folder will be created here. It usually, I don't know, for my computer, everyone, it's just gonna directly, it's not gonna ask you for name and all. It will directly go for untitled folder. I just click here, and if you want to upload, I mean, if you want to use some CSV or Excel file, what to do is click upload, and you go wherever your CSV file is from in the computer. First of all, you have to download it to the computer from the, if there is any. So you do it here, upload it here. Okay, so yeah, upload it. So you upload it, it comes here. So that what you can do is, when you open this notebook, now you can directly, you don't have to copy the whole path. You can directly name it. What is the name? Mock data. So you can directly write it. For example, I write import pandas. I mean, this example is not of Python. This is basic example. I'm telling you why to create a folder and then use it. Pandas as PD. And here, if I write like data frame data1 is equals to pd dot read csv, and if I click like this, I don't have to write everything. I don't have to create a copy or path something. I just have to know what name it is, mock data.csv. I just have to write the mock mock. Oh, okay, wait, data.csv. Okay, and I have to run it. How to run it? Run it. That's all. See, it's run. It runs. There's no error. There's no error. So this is very simple. Instead of go copying the wherever you file, for example, even if you want to do that, you can do it. So where it's in downloads. So in downloads, if for example you download it, you have to right click it. You have to write copy as path. Sometimes you have to paste it inside this place, and if it doesn't work, you have to change this to backslashes, or you have to put double slashes. This is too hectic work. Okay, it's not required. So the best thing you do is you just put it on, you create everything in a single folder so that everything is there in front of you. That's what I want to tell. I'll just remove this, it's not required. Okay, now Python. So basic Python we're going to study. What all we are going to study in this? I'm going to teach you first. Okay, this introduction. No, so in this introduction I'll just keep it for 10 minutes video. Introduction to Python. Guys, it's simple. Okay, just don't have to panic or something. It's very simple. To be honest, Python is the easiest language. Introduction to Python. Okay, what all am I gonna do? Okay, you can't do this. Okay, you have to always comment it if you're not gonna run the code. So I'll just tell what are we gonna do. So we are gonna do why programming. Okay, why this is some basic things like why all these things. Why programming. You can actually fast forward this video. I mean, like, put it on a 2x speed and listen, because yeah, why Python? I mean, guys, it's not required. Okay, it's not gonna come in a practical exam, but I want to tell this because it's important. And learning curve. Okay, not wasting more time, we'll just go 1 minute for each. Why programming? Guys, look, with programming now you can do things which humans can't do. You can do a lot of things. You can do a repeated task. Okay, you can repeat a task without any frustration or anything. For example, if you want to print this code, print this or write this code, write this hello world code 10 times. By default you have to keep on writing. I mean, even if you want to write it in a book or somewhere, you have to write, you have to write it manually. You have to write it, if the assignment is full, like, you have to write it 10,000 times or something. What will you do? You sit and keep on writing for with hands. It's too frustrating. But with Python, what you can do, you just have to write into 1,000 or something like that, into 1,000, or how much are you want. It's like programming. It's not Python, it's programming. Look, it prints 1,000 times. The point is, it makes things easy for us. Programming is very kind of helpful for us if you learn. Don't think it has a frustration. I know learning 4 languages is too hard. The first time itself, I I was not able to do it because it's a bit confusing at some times. So that's the reason. Let's go slowly. So yeah, that's programming. Why? Because it helps you in many things. Why Python? Okay, why Python? Python, first of all, Python is very easy. Anyone can do it. Any beginner can do it. Um, Another thing is, you can do anything in Python. For example, if you learn C++, there are very limited things you can do. For example, you can only, for if you learn C++ or C, you can only do game development or application development or developer operations or low automations, those kind of things. But in Python, you can do everything. You can go to in any field. You can do web development. You can do anything you want. Machine learning, use it. You just have to download those libraries, pandas, data manipulation, data creation, data handling, data visualization, everything. Whatever you can do it in Python. That's why Python is the most favorite for many people. You can do analytics, everything you can do. I'm telling you, right? You just have to download that library and you can directly install. For example, Python, pandas. Pandas is just a library which helps you in using data files and all, data manipulation, data visualization. It helps you. So like that, many other, for other fields, many other. For neuroscience, there are some modules done and kept. Like that's why you use Python. It's easy and everything is there in Python. That's the reason. Okay, what is learning curve? Guys, learning curve is very important. Not in, sir hasn't given this, but I mean, it's not required. But I'll tell you what is learning curve. Look, before you start learning something, some new language, for new subject, anything, there's something called learning curve. Learning curve, each and different subjects has their own learning curve. For example, Python is easy. So the learning curve is like, if I want to draw it, how do I draw this? Can I draw this? No, I can't. I don't know how you call, but I'll just show you. If I go and learn Python learning curve, it's for every single thing in your life. Okay, look, the point is, look, first it will be okay. This is for, I don't know for which language. This P is for cross. Okay, not this thing. Wait, validation. Okay, training. Okay, this is for something else. Okay, wait. Let me show you for Python, specifically for Python. Okay. Mhm. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing me here. Usually it shows. Okay, train environment is showing for some machine learning something. Coding, I'll write coding. Okay, coding learning curve. So yeah, here you go. Just like this. Okay. Look, this is a basic learning curve. Look, Python is, it is the same as Python. First, things will be a bit easy, then a bit more complicated, then like that. It goes up, and with time, you can master everything you want. And this is the time you can. It takes some time for every language. It takes some time. You just have to know how that learning curve is. For some, for examples, for some, no, for some, for example, I when I was learning web animation or something, it was learning curve was too hype in the beginning itself. It was not able to, I was not able to understand any single thing. And you just have to wait a little, you have to give some time for that. You have to wait in that field for a while. Later you will only get access to everything. I mean, you will get control over everything. I don't know how that magic thing works, but if you be in that for some while, you get in control. You'll learn to understand everything. You'll focus on it. I mean, things become easy. That's, I don't know how it works, but yeah. For Python, R, SQL, and SAS all have the same learning curve. It's easy to start. Later, when things go complicated, the learning curve also increases. So don't worry, it's very simple. So that's the thing. I'm gonna end this video. So that is of basic, why programming, why Python learning curve. You can actually fast forward this video. I mean, if you already come with it, there's no use. So yeah.